What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Kyle Chartbully, back with another video. Hope you guys are staying safe, taking care of your families, taking care of yourself. In this video, I'm going to be doing something a little different. So I'm going to be trying a new series where I go over the different areas of trading, like entries, risk management, emotions, analysis, things like that. So I was trying to figure out a way to do this and show you guys live entries. So I was trying to record it at home while I was taking live trades, but I go back and forth through tabs, through different pairs, and it was just tough to keep one pair on and recording the whole entire trade. So I figured this might be the next best thing. It's just to show you guys through the strategy tester and kind of get the live feel, you know what I mean? Kind of get the live feel of the market, and at the same time I can kind of break down why I got into trade and different entry triggers I use to get in the market. Also, this is going to help people in the group. So I did ask in the analysis group, what do you guys struggle most with trading? 6 people said entries, 1 said risk management. So obviously entries is a big deal. If people are saying I'm having trouble, you know, getting in the market. So I have EU loaded up here on the strategy tester, and I have it from 6.1 to 6.4. So I'm gonna treat this as real as I can do. I'm gonna treat this the same way I would do the real charts. I'm not gonna fudge anything. So you'll see me execute the trades here, and then whether it wins or loses, we'll talk about it, and hopefully this will be beneficial to you guys. So before I get started, if you haven't already, please hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. I would appreciate it. And drop a comment if you like the video. If you think this is a good idea for the series, you know, let me know. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So we're on the daily, right? So what I would be seeing here is, you know, obviously long term, this looks bullish. But what I tell people is, if you're intraday trading, you can't focus on all of this to the left. So, you know, you need to look at what's going on right now, but still taking context the long-term trend or what's going on. So what I would see here is we kind of got a swing pattern forming here. Nothing is confirmed, but what I would see is that we do have structure starting to form right here. Okay. Yeah, we can even do this right here. So I use a lot of market structure. I don't really use the levels, EMAs, anything like that. I focus mostly on targets and market structure. Okay. So what I would do is take my lines up here, and I would say, where is price trying to go? You know. So I would say first, price is probably trying to go up here. You can see that even though it rejected, this is a key level where price wants to go to. And we want to go with the big dogs. We want to go where price is going, and then next would probably be up here. Okay. Obviously there's more targets or higher targets that we can go to, but for right now, 2 is good with me, and my floor would be like right here. All right. So you can see these are ranges right here, aka support and resistance, but I just call them key levels based upon where I'm trying to go. It just gives me a visual on what I'm looking to do. So you can see here, like I said, we have the key levels and we also have the structure. So you can see the higher lows being formed right here. So what I want to do is I want to get past here, and then maybe we'll get a retracement for another higher low, higher high, and so on and so on. Okay. H1. So what we're doing, man, we're looking for clues. We want to put together the whole story. So just like we said on the daily, we got an idea where it wants to go. So we starting to form a bias, and now we're on the H1, right? So this here is very telling to me. What this is a V spike, and that's a fast down, fast up move. Also could be a order block. Also could be just a spike, wherever you want to call it. So this here just shows the true intention of the move that the market wanted to do. So it pushed down quickly, came back up, and never got back down to this point. Also, what it did, it took out these stop losses right here. Okay, so this whole move, this is a very telling part of the story when you're looking to get in the market. Okay, and also, like I said, we have our targets up here. That was our TP1 from the daily. So now that we got our idea, we know what we want to do, we can go ahead and start the simulator, and let's just see how this goes. I usually trade only New York, so I'm only going to try to take trades that I see that fit in the New York time frame. So that when you're doing a strategy tester, you want to treat it just like you would in real life. You don't trade Asia, don't trade Asia. You don't trade London, you don't trade New York. Trade the session you trade, and just try to do your best to time it. So you can kind of tell when it's Asian session, when it's going sideways. You can tell when it breaks out, it's probably the London session, and so on and so on. All right. Real quick, actually, let me do my fib. So I do like to bring out the fib. So yesterday, our range for our fib would be here. So this would be my range low down here. Okay. So this here is Asia session. You'll see that start up. So this blue box forming right here is going to be our Asia session. Okay. So you can see I got the range low. I'm stopping real quick. So I could put the low down here, but that's pretty high. Actually, I would actually like to put it down here. Reason being is that there are equal lows right here, and price could easily just sweep this and come back up if it wanted to. My bet is that it's going to hold structure, and that we're not going to do that. Okay, so I'm looking for price to get here, equilibrium buy zone, low risk buy zone area. Okay, now if it doesn't do that, no harm, no foul. If it just shoots up, so be it, right? You want trades to come to you. You want the trade to fit your criteria, what you're looking for. All right. So let's keep this moving. Zoom in a little bit. All right. Speed this up just a little bit. All right, and we're still in Asia session, right? I would speed it up a little more, but I don't want to go too fast and miss any moves. So like I said, I'm gonna try to take this during New York if possible. I'll probably see moves in London, but I'm gonna try to take this when I can. But we'll see how this goes. All right, so we're breaking out of Asia session right now, and price is going down. All right, those are good moves right there. Maybe it'll just rip up. Maybe you don't get moves in our area, but let's see. All right, very telling, very telling. All right. See right here is actually our low of the day so far. Let me get rid of this box if I can. All right, this right here is our low of the day. So even though price didn't come all the way down to this buy zone area, if we wanted to frame it, and like this is all subjective, guys, so it doesn't have to be exactly the way you want to do it sometimes. What I mean is you can be flexible with what you see. So maybe we say if price gets that back down here, we'll look to get in. Let's just see what happens. Another thing to notice as well is that price is playing around the sell zone area, and we kind of got a funky M going on right here. So if price closes like below here, you could try to take a 1-to-1, maybe put a stop loss like 13 pips right up here and see if you can get a move back down to this low. So that could be a counter trade as well. Let's see what happens. So I'm pretty sure we're in New York at this point. Okay. All right. So that's a very good move right here. We're still holding this low, right? So you have to be flexible. The fib is a guide, okay? It's not the end all be all. Sometimes you just got to use your intuition and take a chance, right? So what would be my entry trigger? Well, this would be a low of the day. We kind of got a W. So the second leg is right here. And the second leg is always the most volatile leg there is. You don't want to take it off the first leg because usually it just comes back down and retraces, right? So this would be this, and also you can see structure, right? So this is still a higher low. We look at our H1. Let's just see what's going on. So we still haven't broken this, and it looks okay. I mean, you don't have to rush into a trade. If you want to hold and see what happens, you can. But yeah, right now, like I said, it's holding the low today, and we're still anticipating it to get up to this level here. Whether it does or doesn't, we'll see. So let's just go ahead and take a buy real quick. All right, and it goes against us, and let's see what happens. That's very good right there. Couple spikes. Did not break this low still, correct? So we're still good money. Put a stop loss here. Yeah, that's about right. All right. Perfect. Boom. So our stop loss is down here. At this point, we're up. Let me see. We're up about 16 pips, okay? So what we can do actually is move our stop loss right below this low. All right. So right now we've already hit our 1-to-1, correct? So we moved our stop loss 10 pips. We're up 25. So at that point, wish I used a bigger lie. I didn't realize it was 0.01. At this point, I would honestly just take 80% off the trade. That's hard for me to do with 0.01. Pretty much impossible. So what I'll do is I'll just trail this under this candle here. And it's probably too early to trail it. So actually, I'm just leave it down here. It's too early. So just know that we got 25 pips so far. If you wanted to close it, you could. So we are up. Yeah. So let's not be greedy. Let's just take our 1-to-1. It could have been a tighter entry with the M5 or M1. So yeah, let's ride this out. Let's see what happens the rest of the day, actually. Okay. We got a few more pips. Retracement. All right, it's playing around. All right, look like it's gonna come back to us. Like I said, in real life, guys, I would already have taken the 2-to-1 definitely. So, you know, don't be alarmed about seeing this. I would have took it. I would have took profit up here already, especially at 2-to-1. That's a good trade. Okay. So anyways, it's going back down. That's not what you want to see at the end of the day. And this is why you don't be greedy, right? Price is coming down, and now it's like hit your stop, and now you're mad because you could have got 25 pips and you didn't. So there you go, hit stop. But regardless, let's talk about what happened. Let's look at the day. Regardless, we would have won, right? We got in at the low today. It did not break this. We got in up here, and we could have got, like I said, 25 pips, and we would have been straight. So there we go. Let's see what tomorrow brings. So let's go through Asia session first, and then we'll talk about what we want to see on Wednesday, excuse me. So like I said, guys, the fib is just a tool. So you see our trigger was low today, W pattern, nice strong bullish candle, we got in. All right, Asia session's finishing up. And see that strong retracement. That's why I don't swing like that. All right, so we've broken out of Asia session. So let's go back to the daily, right? And we still want to get here, but now, you know, it's still stopping at this point. Wednesdays could be a midweek reversal day. So I would have liked for this candle to finish bullish. So right now I'm not feeling too great about my analysis, but for now I'm still going to stay bullish. But I have to keep in mind of the market profile, which is midweek reversals are usually like Wednesday or Thursday. All right, H1. We're still looking to get up here. We haven't got up there yet. I'm not liking the retracement back down, because I feel like it may come back down here, then go up. But let's see. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and frame the fib again from the low to the high. So here to this high. So this is going to be the previous day highs. It's going to be my TP1, and then I'm still going to target up here. Okay. So let's see if we can get a nice entry for tomorrow. All right. So it's already playing around the low risk buy zone, dipping below it. Range low is broken. And sometimes I like to use the London session as a guide for New York. It's kind of like a cheat sheet for a range low, right? Okay, let's see if we can get a low of the day here. It's breaking through, retracing hard. All right. H1. So right now we're looking here. If I'm on the charts, this could be a possible zone flip. So what that means, it's going to hit this level, and maybe do something like this, a break and retest, a lot of people call it. So it might do something like that, then shoot up. If it dips below this area, we want to stand off and kind of watch and see what's going on. All right, there's really no entry to be had at that point. All right, let's start this back up. So right now I'm watching the H1, and it's hitting the zone, but let's see what happens. That's strong bearish. Boom. So at this point, like I said, we want to stand off and kind of let the market do what it wants to do, because now pretty much our bullish bias is getting broken. Okay. And let me show you right here. So we were doing good. Right here is going to be a break in market structure, right? So we were making the higher highs, the higher lows definitely on the daily. We were doing that. So you can see that how it was right here. So we're starting to break this, right? So if we get below this is going to break the market structure on the daily. And on the H1, we can kind of start seeing a shift, right? We don't have a higher high like up here. We have this point right here, and it's starting to make like this, I guess like this A or something like that. This kind of like roundabout form right here. And it may be coming back down for this spike. So this is going to be our last line of defense, and let's see where it goes. Okay, looking on M15. So I want to ask you guys, what would you think you would do right now? So we've had a lot of bearish movement. there's definitely an imbalance, right? There's been a heavy drop right here. So what do you think price is going to do? Do you have any reason to get into the market? What are your confluences for getting into the market? Okay, so you have to think. Our last line of defense is here. Okay, so any moves gonna have to go. It could go below here, but it should probably go below here, and that's a huge stop loss, right? M15, you kind of see a decent pattern, but it's still a weaker confirmation, right? And daily's not on our side either, even though we still have a bullish bias and it hasn't got below here. So my opinion is you still want to wait for more information before we get into the market. Okay, so let's see what happens. I would like to see it retrace back down to here, not break it, and give me a move up if it does that. Okay, all right, that's not bad right here. Like I said, sorry, I should have adjusted this this fib right here. Like I said, you can use London as kind of a cheat sheet for New York. Okay, we're definitely in New York at this point, so we'll see if we get a move back down. If not, it's just gonna rip up. So right here, we still have structure on M15. So here and here. So let's see if it gets, we get a little retracement down here. Even though it's not in our buy zone, low risk buy zone, we can use market structure on top of our bias of getting up here. Okay. H1 looks pretty good either as well, and we do have the equal highs right here, and we still have our targets up here. So let's see if we can get into the market. Okay, kind of playing around. Looks like the day's dying out. Candles are going really small. Nothing really going on. So let's see. Okay, I do like that. This here, there's really no entry. If you want to force it, we can. Stop loss would go below here. This is like 14 pips, and we would be gunning for like close to 40, but I would probably take profit around like 20, like right here. So just for the sake of the video, let's do a buy here, and I did 0.01 again. Why? And let's see what happens. And the problem is that we're not in our buy zone, low risk buy zone area, so I'm not as confident in this one, right? And this is how you're looking at it in real life. Like, you're like, man, should I take it right here? And you're trying to talk yourself into reasons on why you should get in the trade, right? Really no volume, nothing really going on. Now we're in Asia. Let's just hold through Asia. Let's just hold through Asia and see what happens. See what daily kind of gave us another low point right here. So maybe we get up here. Let's just see what happens. I'm still bullish on this pair. We're spiking low, but we're not finishing the day strong, bearish. So I'm okay with this. H1, really just kind of in a range, like right here and here. So I'm still gunning for price to get up to this level. All right, and if we were going to frame it, the frame really stays the same. So we can make a high right here possibly, and that could be our sell zone and our buy zone down here. As you can tell, guys, I don't have this plan, so I did not go through this and do this beforehand. So I want to make sure this is authentic and as real as it can get. So we're still in this trade. And some people hold through Asia. I don't I always close the trade before the end of the day, but you know, some people do that. All right, so we're breaking below, and our stop loss got hit at this point. But let's see if we get a quality trade. Let's see if we can get something in the buy zone, our low risk buy zone area. Okay. Looking at the H1, it's still playing around that area, so we're kind of in the buy zone at this point. Remember, down here is our range low. Oh, hold on. Let's see if we get one more retracement. Right now, I'm looking at this as the low of the day, and this is our last line of defense down here. Okay. See, we get a move up. We missed that move, but bullish, catch a nice retracement. My rule for like big move, big candles is we want to at least get 1/4 or halfway of the candle before moving back up. Okay. So I'm gonna take a buy on this one, and I'm actually gonna change the lots this time. Let's do a standard. All right, I'm gonna hit buy. And what I'm gonna do is set the stop loss down here. So I'm just gonna do 20. Let's see where that puts us. That's about right. So like right here. Strong move down. Right now I'm not happy. Still not happy. Definitely not happy. Getting it. All right, we got stopped out. Ooh, strong move down, took us out. At this point, the bears, the bullish bias is broken. So we did what we could. We took a price around the buy zone, broke our range low. So at this point, we can stop trading for the day. My rule is 1 loss, and I'm out for the day. I could win as much as possible, but once I lose, I'm getting out the market. Okay. Now, some people might be trying to get the money back, but at this point, I'm just gonna let it go. All right. So we got to ask ourselves, where do we mess up here, right? Did we mess up? Any move you see is because of higher time frames. So even though we saw rejections down here, it looks like price wanted to come back and fill these orders. So it had no intention of getting back up here at all. Also H1, like I said, this shift right here was very telling. So right here, when we had this move in this area, when we didn't get the higher high, that was huge. And then we had this little roundabout right here, and it didn't come up, it didn't get quite back up here, and then rejected it and dropped down. Okay, so this is the reason why you do your strategy tester, because you're going to see this again. So next time you come into a predicament where, you know, price is kind of not hitting your key levels, you start seeing some rejections, and like I said, you have to keep in mind of the market profile of the midweek reversal, which this looks like it is. So didn't do a good job with entries on this one, but that's just what it is. So we'll just see how this plays out. So we're going into I believe Friday at this point. And at this point, if you're looking for bullish moves, there's no point. Just let the day finish out and let the market do what it's going to do. All right, candle's starting to get small, volume's going down, so you know, it looks like we're about to finish today. All right, I'm trying to speed this up a little more, just get through this video. I know it's long, what we're sitting on about almost half an hour. Yeah. Oh, well, that was actually the end of the day. Okay, so there you go, guys. Hope this helped a little. We did do a good job on one entry right here. We did get a good move up here. Unfortunately, we did miss a lot of this. So I should have got in after this move. Should have got in right here. Definitely should have got in right here. Could have had a stop loss below this, like 4 or 5 pips at most, 25 hits, but down here would have been fine. And I definitely could have got, you know, 3 to 1, 4 to 1 up here. Down here we missed the higher time frame. We missed the market structure shift, which was very telling. And then price never got back up to here and made a higher high. Did make a higher low right here. So we did have a higher low right here, and then we had this rejection right here. So I did the best I could. I will do more of these. Let me know if you like it. I know it was kind of lengthy, but hopefully you guys got some value out of it. I'll try to do more entry videos on different pairs, and kind of get more entries that fit our criteria for our Fibonacci, okay? But that's going to be it. Hope you guys have a good one. It's your boy Kyle. I'm out.